Hashem Rakadash.
All right, Yahweh is the true God, it's the true name of a God who people call God, you know, or the Heavenly Father, who people call God. Yahweh Shah is the true name, who people call Jesus, double honor to the apostle, and Elder Bishop of the Great Millstone Church. Salutations to the rest of the elders. You hopefully let elders and I can also be saying righteousness. Hold forth this true word for true life and all true faith and sincerity. So yeah, man, GMS NW Arkansas coming back. Actually, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, class, panel, more so is going to be today, that is. Not on an exact topic, but just, you know, dealing with various topics, and we just talking about things. We're gonna go into things we're just talking about in spirit. Like pretty much, we're just in here talking about like the history of the conquest of the so-called white man, like the history of the enslavement of the tribes. All right. The Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom first, like why they spoke a different language than us, you know. The fact that they spoke a different language than us, than the Southern Kingdom, that is, due to how do I want to say this? Just due to them being conquered by the Spaniards, who was nothing more than the Edomites. You know, who will go on and wear many hats, many faces, I should say, many masks, like they've always done, being that vagabond, you know, that the scriptures are talking about, because there came back in the reincarnation, they will go from place to place and be in lands that's not theirs, to actually get that vagabond scripture. And let's get Habakkuk, he increases that which is not his, get that.
I got that vagabond in Genesis. Genesis 4:12 says, "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength."
Yeah, so it's talking to somebody specific. They're talking to Cain. All right, Cain came back, man. All right, and he was said to have a mark set upon him to where literally people will know it's Cain. You know? Let's keep going on that. Or if you want to get some context on that, you can. Or just keep reading, it's fine.
Continuing.
Yeah, that's
a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
See, a criminal. You know, you're gonna be known throughout the whole earth for criminal activity. You're gonna be doing criminal activity throughout the whole earth. All right. And and that's the history of the so-called white race, man. Like they started like in their inception, when they first started like really like getting on some our takeover shit. Okay, we about to hence, like it says in Job, crown that enterprise. They had to they had going throughout the whole earth in mind. Because when you think of the word enterprise, that's big. That's a venture. Let's get the word enterprise, and let's get it in Job too. All right. He been trying to crown his enterprise forever. He being the so-called white man. Okay. So we'll keep going on that Genesis, but let's just get going to this real quick.
I got it, Job.
Come on.
Yeah, it's Job chapter 5:12. It says, "He disappointed the devices of the crafty."
He's talking about He talking about the Heavenly Father, man. Yahweh. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says
he disappointed. Go ahead.
Yep, he disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Yeah, what it means he hinders. All right, the things that Esau really want to do. And that's why you got so much history of him trying to do like world domination, world takeovers, but always like falling or failing somehow. Like with Rome. Rome almost took over the whole earth. And it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The Greeks, they Hellenized damn near everybody. But they didn't get everybody. They got took down. by other greedy ass Edomites, so-called white people. So the Lord has always been doing this, throughout history. But that not only, with that being said, that also shows you that this white man has always been doing this. He's always been trying to have plans of taking over, like on a very large scale. All right, but the Lord had to disappoint that because his intents and agendas was like large scale, world domination, new world order, like today. All right, go ahead.
Yep. It says
Genocide, which we getting into, basically. You got it?
Yep. Joel 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Like 1492 with Christopher Columbus. Cristobal Colon, like, is in his diary, like, this dude sought out the tribes, bro. With what in mind for them? Get that real quick. Psalms 127 and 1. 24 and 1.
Okay.
Good.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 124, and verse 1. It says, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, who was on our side, now may Israel say.
Yeah, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh who was on our side, now may who?
It says, now may Israel say.
So at this point, so if it wasn't in times past, for the Lord being on our side, the Lord Yahweh, even to this day, now may Israel say. If it had not been not just Yahweh, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because the attempts of this damn so-called white man that was to come forth, the only way we wouldn't have survived him if Yahweh Shai didn't come to the earth. We would have made it, bro. Go ahead.
It says, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who was on our side, when men rose up against us.
Who's the men? See?
Yep.
So-called white men. All right, and we gonna prove this, man. This man would have destroyed all, not just all land, but all Israelites. Come on.
Yeah, it says, then they had swallowed us up quick.
Yeah. Here it is. We was on the whole other side of the earth where nobody was at, as the northern kingdom. And then here come Esau again. You see what I'm saying? Traveling his ass all the way over here as that vagabond. But he had it plotted out the whole time. They knew they were coming over here.
Yeah.
They tell you they discovered America so you won't see the heinous blood pursuing crimes. You know what I'm saying? The pursuits they really got. Shit, man. There's so many scriptures that's coming to mind. But let's keep finishing the one you had.
Yeah, kind of.
So why the Lord, he had to stop this man. Now, real quick, get the one in Ezekiel.
Okay.
Blood pursued,
Yep.
shall pursue thee. To show how, this man has been on this shit. Okay?
Okay.
We can bring it up. We just get that happen.
This is in Ezekiel chapter 35. It says in verse 6.
Because this is going to all prove Cain back, and he's been the one that's been, and it's going to prove, hence is obviously the so-called white man, and he's been the one fulfilling this the entire time. That vagabond, that fugitive shit that the Lord said. He said, this what you going to do in the earth. You. I'm going to put a mark upon you so everybody know you came.
Yeah, okay.
You can't make it up. All right? But we're going to break it down.
So, when we start at verse 2, pointing to verse 6.
That's going into the government and all that.
Okay.
All right, we start at 5. And read through 6.
Okay.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
See? Crazy.
And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
See? So now that shows you, this is explaining who are the men that rose up against us. No one's pursued us like this man. All right, go to Lamentations real quick.
Yeah, kind of.
The swifter. That's in there too.
Yeah, kind of.
Come on.
Habakkuk chapter 1.
No, not that.
Lamentations 4.
That's like,
Yeah.
4:19.
That's it, yep.
yeah, kind of. Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 19, it says,
You called it right the first time. Started at 18. This is you quoting.
yeah, Lamentations 4 and 18, it says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled.
Who's the day, man? Who's hunting our steps?
That's Esau.
He was said to be a fucking somebody.
Cunning hunter.
Yeah, crack with a cunning hunter. We ain't gotta go that far, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our
Who's the
streets.
day, man? All right. Who's the goddamn day? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Who is Israel talking about? Because Christians act like this don't matter. Here it is, the Lord's people was being hunted, but they don't want to talk about that. We find out, okay, because we care about the Lord and his people. Okay, it was a people hunting the Israelites, the Lord's people, and according to the scriptures, upon our assessment, through the Spirit, it was the Edomites. What's so hard about saying that? Even if y'all want to say we the Israelites, that's still the truth.
Right.
That's still the storyline.
Exactly. So who?
It ain't fucking him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Philistines long gone. But Esau not.
Yep.
The spirits, we was talking about a little bit. You got it?
Yeah, verse 19 says, our persecutors,
See, our persecutors.
yeah, are swifter than the eagles
See?
into the heavens.
So it's explaining to you who the heck it is. The ones hunting to you. It says, our persecutors are swifter than what?
Than the eagles of the heaven.
See? Flip the back your dollar over, man. How the hell is that dollar even instituted? By the land that is said to be by the land that it's the face of, right? Being taken.
Turn it over.
Being damn taken by this land, hence this so-called United States of America being first and foremost taken by bloodshed. All right? That we had first as the Israelites. As it says, you can start back at what you started at.
18.
It was at 18?
Yep.
They hunt.
Yep. Lamentations 4 and 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets.
Well, when you hunt somebody's steps, you looking for them. If we go out and go hunting, we looking for what we hunting, right? We already got it in our mind.
You already know what because you go bring the right equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the specific animal we hunting.
Where he gonna be at?
We not going to shoot a rabbit if we going to hunt deer.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But guess what? We don't even do shit like that. White people hunt. Go figure. So-called, right? You got it?
Yeah. They hunt our steps that we cannot go on our streets. All right.
Now we use it is nothing wrong with, you gotta kill a cow, butcher, let me put it like this, butcher a cow for the hide once it's lived its time. And you want to make sure you kill it because you don't want to, if you're going to eat it for food, you don't want to eat nothing that dies of itself. Because if it just died and you didn't kill it, that means it probably could have died for any reason.
So I'm clean.
Yeah, you don't know. You just you're supposed to deem it unclean. So, but it's a procedure even when it comes to butchering. You don't just get to slaughtering and shit, man. There's certain trees you can't cut down. You got to give the land time to heal, and you know what I'm saying? Like how you take a woman that was a captive of for your wife. Yeah. You can't just go
directly.
Bitch, come on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You grab her, par nail, shave her head, and she got 2 weeks or more, man. Then after that, you make her yours. You see what I'm saying? But this devil, he came in just found us raping the women, raps, all type of shit going on, man. All right? It tell you also that in Lamentations. All right? Which means to lament. Which is to weep and sorrow. And we reading, right, about what we were weeping and sorrowing about, and still are. It was these people that was hunting us, which was really who's being revealed to be as eagle. They like eagles. They compare it to eagles. Their comparison is unto eagles. When their maneuverability and how they operate is brought up. It's in comparison to the eagle. The so-called white man said that himself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So who else is this talking about? All right, the same person. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. It says.
So that means these people who made this money, they currency, they hunted the people that was here. You see, because eagle, when you go into an eagle, is a bird of prey. Let me get that real quick. It says eagles are large, powerful birds of prey, known for their heavy heads, strong hooked beaks, and large talons, belonging to the family Accipitridae. It says this heavy. Their symbols of power are found globally. It says with iconic species like bald eagle, in parentheses, U.S. national emblem. All right, and golden eagle, in parentheses, North America, being well-known examples. It says eagles hunt. Eagles do what? Eagles hunt. Eagles do what? Eagles hunt, live prey, often fish. See, that's the Israelites. All right, so the Americans been hunting the Israelites this entire time.
Yeah.
Clear scripture. This is Matthew 4:19. It says, I'm going to start at 18. The first disciples, and Yahushua, who people call Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea. For they were fishers. And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. See? And who's these men? So the Lord was saying, I'm going to have you gather men like fish. I'm going to have you gather men like you fishing, since you have this ability. Now, who the heck was that for? Now, who was those men? All right? This is Matthew, I'm going to get the 10th chapter first. Matthew 10 and verse 5. Go, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any Samaritans enter ye not, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather, let me read it in the NLT, but only to the people of Israel, God's lost sheep. Go and announce to them that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's it, man. So these fishers that the disciples, hence Peter and Andrew, was said to go after and fish like they were fish, were Israelites. That's it. Going back to the point, it says what? Eagles. Going into eagles. Eagles, they are birds of prey. And they said they hunt, right? They're the U.S. symbol. They're the U.S. They're the emblem of the U.S. national, and North America. So out of all the places that is known for this, having this as their emblem, is the U.S. And it says eagles do what? They hunt live prey, often fish. All right. So in the spirit, if you can receive it, they hunt Israelites, man, because they're not actually an eagle. But if they compare it to an eagle, they'll have to hunt fish too, like the eagle.
Right.
So who would the fish be then? Who would your fish be? America? Because it says hunt. And again, going into what we're talking about, hunt is premeditated. It's specified. You already know who you're particularly after. It's the people that you got the land from, right. Which is why Cristobal Colon has the story of already knowing the Israelites were in America before he sat over here, and why they brought Hebrew translators with them, because they were hunting, and then they came here what? They came here and goddamn conquered the Northern Kingdom, today known as the so-called Latinos, man, Native American Indians. That's what happened. So that was a fucking complete hunt. Let's get the word hunt too through the spirit. Matter of fact, I'll get it since I'm here. And then you keep going what you got, bro.
Okay.
All right. So just real quick, just the word hunt. All right. Hunt. No, not the movie.
I still got that word for enterprise too.
Okay. That ain't the point right now.
Okay.
Yep. Hunt. It says, but as a part of it, hunt. Oh, let me just take this off here real quick. Excuse me. Speak up.
Hunt.
Speak up.
Hunt.
Anyway, it says pursue and kill. Pursue and kill, so to hunt something, the word hunt means you goddamn pursue and kill things. You set out after certain things and you kill it. You literally set out to kill certain things. So that's what you're saying about yourself. If you comparing yourself to an eagle, you saying you 100.
Right.
See that? It says pursue and kill a wild animal for sport or for food, right? And it says to chase. So you got to really understand the history. Now we can really go into it. You got to understand the history of America. Do you even understand the history of that goddamn dollar bill, man? Well, if you go on this channel right here, you go to the channel, go on the channel right now, and then you jump down. There's another channel right on here. I put certain history stuff at, and then you go to this channel, and it goes into the U.S. secrets of the $1 bill, man. This video right here. Excuse me. GMS True Story and Documents. Go down to the second video you see on the page. Okay? Oh, I'll keep doing it. And then let me flip this. Right now. Alright. So somebody just see if it's on the screen properly.
Okay.
Yeah, should be. Watch this video. Yeah, should be.
Yeah, you good.
Alright, this second video. Alright. So, if you could pull this up, you got Google.
Okay.
Go to Google and go to Philadelphia. Go to symbols on, just Google symbols on American money. Alright? But in this video is broken down the true history behind the dollar bill. You don't understand the inception of it and what that tells you about not only just the history of the $1 bill, but the history of America and what America understood, the people of it. It says presidents wanted the U.S. $1 bill symbols to be the Israelites chased by, keyword, chased by Egyptian pharaoh. You got it? Okay, we're gonna read this one first after, then let's go to this. Yeah, they down. Yeah, they changed this shit since. Okay. We don't get this one. Design and seal. And then let's go. Basically, the history, we're going to get the proof, but the history of it wasn't supposed to be a dang pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. It was supposed to be an Egyptian pharaoh chasing the Israelites in the Red Sea. And it was going to be a turkey. But they all of the I think it was Thomas Edison, a few of those guys, like Benjamin Franklin, they didn't agree on it. Okay, I think this is it right here. And they give you more stuff too. Okay, because there was a lot of other options that had came up. All right. And then you can just personally just text this to my joint. My phone over there. On the like chat or something. But anyway. No, this shit gonna take too long. Here.
Yeah, I looked through it.
No, I got you. You just pull it up on her. It's already here. Alright. Bring this up. You wanna go to Symbols on American Money, go to Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia. No, don't text it directly there.
Okay.
Take it to send it to the chat. Just hold off.
I got you.
That's good. No. Alright. It was one moment. Okay, here we go. Matter of fact, it is. Let me see that.
It's that first paragraph.
Okay. Yeah, you could bring that first paragraph up. All right, probably zoom in.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so this on the PhiladelphiaFed.org.
So this is the bank, the Federal Bank of Philadelphia. All right, .org. This is the actual Bank of Philadelphia. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's entitled Symbolism on the $1 bill.
This proves to you that they know they got the Israelites. All right, the founding fathers that took this land understand what they did and how they got it. They understood it was them. It was by them being in pursuit of the Israelites who were actually the people here, not the so-called natives, but the actual Israelites who were here. They understood they was in a situation where they was like Pharaoh chasing the Israelites. Just like in ancient Egypt, Pharaoh knew he was chasing the Israelites. He knew exactly who the Israelites was. He knew they was God's people, but he wanted them for himself. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. God said, let them go so they could serve me. He said, no, they my slaves. You see what I'm saying? So that's that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, look at the image of perhaps the world's most instantly recognizable paper money.
You got the mic?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It says the $1 U.S. Federal Reserve note.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you? Despite our familiarity with this particular currency note, many of us have never looked closely at its design and symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
As you will learn, as you read on,
just that paragraph.
American currency displays many significant symbols. Once you know what they mean, you may never look at your money in quite the same way.
See that? So now I'm gonna bring this up. I probably took this shit up. Okay, here we go. We need Jefferson in it. It was Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. We need that one. I got it right here on the screen. It's just my face blocking. Okay, so it should go. See, pharaohs and turkeys. Crazy. All right. See. If you want the edification, you'll sit through it. You just wait, man. We good. We already got it, man. All right. Here you go, right here. Oh, this one right here. Read all that.
Come on.
That whole blue box. Now listen closely.
Yeah, it's the part of the website that's titled Jefferson and Franklin, Pharaohs and Turkeys. It says, we know of one connection between ancient Egypt and the origins of American paper money. The pyramid on the reverse of the Great Seal says, she texted right. It says, however, if Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson had their way.
See, however, if Benjamin, so basically, we see it a certain way now. But if Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin would have had their way, like got it to be how they want it to be, it'd look different. Go ahead.
It says the Great Seal of the United States might have featured an Egyptian pharaoh. Our notes.
That's what it actually been on the, where your dollar at? That's what it been on the back of this dollar instead of the shit you see now. All right? It'll go into the Novus Ordo Seclorum and all of that. But this I can break that down too. So I'll speak on that too. But instead of what you see here, you will see a pharaoh, an Egyptian pharaoh. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. It says.
Read that part one time, Bubba Shop.
Yeah, kind. It says if Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson had their way, the Great Seal of the United States might have featured an Egyptian pharaoh.
See? So you looking at seals on here. Seals is like the stamps. So a seal would be what? Instead of the eagle, would have been a goddamn pharaoh. Or instead of the pyramid, would have been a damn pharaoh. See? Come on.
It says our notes might also.
Our notes, so these papers right here. Go ahead.
Might also have featured not the proud eagle, but an entirely different bird.
See? Go ahead. But it's by the spirit. So though they didn't put the ancient Egyptian pharaoh on here, the Lord had them to where they still picked the fucking Egyptian pyramid. Though they didn't put the bird they want to put, they still put the bird that they really compared to in the spirit. Because it wasn't going to be no goddamn turkey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the history. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says the seal.
But check this out. Listen closer. Go ahead.
It says the seal that Franklin and Jefferson advocated symbolized an Egyptian pharaoh sitting in an open chariot with a crown on his head.
Not like a chariot in the sky. What we talking about, we
Right.
breaking down, we're going to get delivered on. But like the old school carriages that Pharaoh was in, all right? Like at the Roman Colosseum, they come out in a little, you know, it kind of look like I want to say, you know, like the little scooters you can ride at plant houses. You know what I'm saying? I said plant houses, warehouses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, kind. It says with a crown on his head.
See, he would have been in one of those with a crown on his head. Come on.
And
you guess what? He wouldn't have been a black Egyptian pharaoh.
right, exactly. Definitely gonna be so.
Yeah, it would have been one of these. This is an ancient pharaoh. I mean, chariot. Yeah. Okay, for those that don't know.
It's funny too because it say Pharaoh's chariot.
Keep going.
Yeah, kind.
Because this is what a chariot is. You
Yeah.
know? But again, the Lord, we wrote that because that's what it was back then.
Yeah.
So that was the ancient form of the vehicle.
Right.
So we, understand, okay, when they say the Lord got chariots, he's saying he got vehicles. Come on.
Yeah, it says with a crown on his head and a sword in his hand.
See? He would have had a crown on his head and a sword in his hand. Come on.
Passing through the divided waters of the Red Sea in pursuit of the Israelites.
Yeah.
In pursuit.
So run that back.
Sure.
If Benjamin,
It says
Jefferson,
the seal that Franklin and Jefferson advocated. When we go back up to that point?
all through.
Kind. It says, however, if Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson had their way, the Great Seal of the United States might have featured an Egyptian pharaoh. Our notes might also have featured not the proud eagle, but an entirely different bird. The seal that Franklin and Jefferson advocated symbolized an Egyptian pharaoh sitting in an open chariot with a crown on his head and a sword in his hand, passing through the divided waters of the Red Sea in pursuit of the Israelites.
and another word for pursuit is what? Hunt.
Yep.
See that? That's completely in connection with the dollar because the eagle on here. So when they put the eagle on here, they saying they hunt because the eagle, according to what was read, is what? A bird of prey
Yep.
that hunts. All right, that's most known as the national emblem. That's the most known emblem. That's most known as being an emblem by America. A bird that hunts. When you go into the word hunt, most known as being an emblem by America. It says pursue and kill. See? Pursue. What did it say again?
Man.
It'll feature the Egyptian pharaoh, right? Who's in the spirit of an eagle. Go ahead.
Sitting in an open chariot with a crown on his head and a sword in his hand, passing through the divided waters of the Red Sea in pursuit
See?
of the Israelites.
So in hunt of the Israelites. Tell all. Expose themselves.
Yeah.
Because they knew that's what they did. They know that's how they got America. They want this dollar tells their story. Just like it tells their like brothers was going into it earlier, the revelation of method. You see what I'm saying? But this also shows their past. Like, because the revolution of method is basically dealing with what they're gonna do. You see what I'm saying? This is dealing with what the fuck they know they did. This is their history.
Right.
This is them gloating. But it would have been too much. It would have been too obvious. You know what I'm saying? But how it's even more obvious here.
Yeah.
So though they didn't put the Egyptian pharaoh chasing the Israelites, they still put a fucking eagle on here. What a pyramid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then let me see that.
You hold on.
Oh, we good. Fuck this shit. You know?
Yeah,
with his pale ass, red ass on the front.
Exactly.
You know? Because, you know, and they understood that's what they did. They understood they got America, which allowed them to make this money, this currency as the face of it, you know, by them hunting out the Israelites to pursue them, meaning to pursue them and kill them. All right, for what? And it says, because hunt means pursue and kill a wild animal for sport or food. And the Heavenly Father, he allowed that, man. And it says the second definition is what? Search determinedly for someone or something. All right? It says a search. Okay? So that's basically that, man. So we can go back to that scripture you was reading.
Yep. This is
And that's on the again the what's the site?
This is on Salakia. Hop back to it. It's on PhiladelphiaFed.org.
That's it, man. Okay. But go ahead.
Yeah, Lamentations chapter 4 and 18. It says they hunt.
Who?
They hunt our steps.
See? They hunt our steps. See, our steps. They're in search of someone specific. They're in search of us specifically. Because that's what hunt means. Hunt means to search determinedly for someone or something. Go ahead.
It says that we cannot go into our streets.
To pursue and capture someone is what it also means. Go ahead.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is coming.
This shit is crazy. It says search. It says the synonyms of search, look, quest, conquistadors. Get the etymology of that.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, kind. It says our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Keep going.
They pursue.
So our persecutors is what?
Are swifter
Than the eagles of heaven. See? So that's why they saying these people, like we were saying, these people are like eagles, because they was hunting our steps. But they was looking, they was searching for us specifically. Because that's what eagles were known to do in the ancient world. People had that knowledge. And it's the same thing. So Esau didn't pick the symbols or emblems he picked by coincidence. It was all like specific. Okay? Now when you go into this word conquistador, you break it down, you got conqueror derived from conquistar, which means to conquer. And then it goes back to ultimately Latin roots, which means to seek out. So Conquistador literally means, like it sounds, a quest. It's a quest out. Conquist. It means to fucking seek out.
Yeah.
So that means the conquistadors was looking for the people they conquered. So that means they hunters, right?
Yeah.
That means they eagles, right? And go figure, it's the same damn people. These the people that goddamn conquered these people. Historical context. While meaning conqueror in Spanish, in English it specifically refers to the Spanish and Portuguese explorers. See, they was exploring. You were fucking exploring, man. You was down searching out, lurking, hunting. They look how they told us the story. They tell you that as a child in school. Christopher Columbus, you know, he sailed
the ocean.
just ran into America. He discovered it. No, he was looking like a hunter pursuing people.
Exactly.
He was looking for the people he found, man. And he brought a Hebrew translator with him. Because he was looking for the Hebrew Israelites. So that's why the history of the money so deep. You know? So when it says, it reads on, it says, it specifically refers to what? Conqueror, the term conquistador. It specifically refers to the Spanish and Portuguese explorers and soldiers who conquered the Americas. You mean who searched out the Americas?
Exactly.
The actual so-called Americans.
Right.
You know, America is named after Marigold, you know, another goddamn conquistador. You know? They weren't explorers. Alright? They was hunters in search of the Israelites. Okay, and it says, who conquered the Americas in the 16th century, motivated by wealth, religion, and fame. Why was they motivated by religion? Because they read the scriptures and understood the Israelites was in sin. You see? And if they can get them in sin, they read the curses. They like, oh, yeah, they'll come down very low. Why do you think the main thing they used against the Southern Kingdom in slavery was the Bible? Because they understand that's how your whole life functions.
Yeah.
You niggas think it's a Winnie the Pooh book. That's what it means to be a hunter. You got to understand exactly what's going on, who you after, you know, and why. Okay? But that was it on that?
A little bit more.
Go ahead.
It says, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us.
In the 19th verse?
Yep.
Again,
Yeah. It says they pursued us upon the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Yep. So there you go, man. So this is the history of this goddamn devil, man. This vagabond, man. We can actually go back to that. You got it? Matter of fact, no, get the Habakkuk. Somebody had it? Nobody? Alright, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
You had it?
Yeah, the Habakkuk one?
No, it's 2. What you have in Habakkuk? You had something else specific?
Yeah, I think we got Habakkuk 2.
And 5.
Yeah, I got that.
Come on.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yet also, because he transgressed by one, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home.
See? Neither keep it at home. See?
Yeah.
He nigga just wouldn't stay where the hell he was at.
Right. Yeah, it was the 6-2.
He was in a big ass conquest, hence search, conquistadors.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. For us, they knew where we was at. They read 2 Ezra 13, man. All right? Let's get this 1492 crap too. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
See? Exactly. He was in pursuit of all of this. That's that goddamn enterprise.
Yep.
You know? But it wasn't like a real business oriented, like
So it was some
like in a becoming way.
Mm-hmm.
It was treachery.
Yeah.
All right, you had the Ezekiel, right?
Yeah.
That and then the Genesis.
Did you want to finish that? The Job 5 and 12?
Yeah, we're gonna get that
Okay.
because that's at the end. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we going into what was actually going on. So he keep it not at home. His he had a goal in mind.
Yeah.
You know, it was to heap unto him all people.
Yep.
Who's the all people mainly? The Israelites.
Exactly.
He wanted them for himself. So he left where he was at, which is in Portugal at the time, and then he came over here to the Americas, that now known as the Americas, the Western Hemisphere, and he planned to pretty much start the playing out of this upon that happening, you know, by getting the people he knew was here, which was the Israelites. He was like, where the fuck these niggas at? You know? And he knew they had left and went to a place where nobody else was at. He knew it was open for the taking. It's in there, man. They tried to say he found America because he was in search of another passage. That was a damn lie, bro. That's not how he found America.
Right.
He was in let me grab this. So go ahead and get those scriptures back up until I find this. Ezekiel.
Yep. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. Or Salakia, to read that correctly. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood.
See? Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue thee.
What's the word there? Pursue. See? So he was literally in pursuit, sent hence in hunt of blood. Of the Israelites' blood. Because that's what this is talking about.
Yeah.
Who? Esau, Edom.
Right.
This is the one that's been after the Israelites' blood, that's been hunting, who they compared to an eagle. Who they say when he deal, he like an eagle. Thus showing you with this so-called white man comparing himself and his people's military and all that, his way of thinking and achieving. Look at that word pursue in Hebrew.
Okay, come on.
Oh, sure. I got a bunch of bull crap from the AI overview on this so-called history.
Yeah,
We're just gonna cut it. Go ahead.
This the word for pursue. In the Hebrew, it says it's radap, and it says to be behind, to run after, to persecute.
See? To run after. So chasing.
Yeah, it says to chase.
See? Chasing.
Yeah, put to flight.
You was after the Hebrew. You was after them. Esau has always been after the Hebrew Israelites. So the Hebrew Israelites were obviously the people in America, because when you read this, it says, while the primary goal in the AR overview, okay, because I put 1492 Columbus was searching for Hebrew Israel. Medical secondary motive was finding a safe haven for Spanish Jews, or perhaps the lost tribes of Israel. Now, that's all some bullshit, obviously. Because it says, like for example, more bullcrap. It says, I ain't even gonna go into that. So they say that's what he was on. He was trying to find a safe haven for Spanish Jews, right? Now, let's see what this is. We good.
Okay.
I asked 1492. Columbus brought a Hebrew translator, right? So though y'all, it just said that, you know, in response to me asking, basically, did he
come for the Hebrew?
Yeah, he was looking for the Hebrew Israelites, and it said, well, he was looking for a safe haven for Spanish Jews, right? Which obviously would be Edomites acting like they, you know, they Joes. But anyway, it says. So again, now my question to cut that to show that's all fluff and don't even matter, right? That it said that 1492 Christopher Columbus brought a Hebrew translator. What did it say? A.R. Overview. That's his real name, Cristobal Colon. But Christopher Columbus did bring a Jewish interpreter named Luis de Torres on his voyage to the Americas. So if you was trying, despite, we ain't even gotta argue if you was trying to find a safe haven, supposedly, which that's not true for the Jews or the so-called Spanish Jews, right? But what the hell did you already have a person that spoke Hebrew and could translate it with you for to go to America?
Right.
What's that the fuck about?
I'm just looking for a safe haven.
Clearly no. What are you talking about? That don't even got nothing to do with nothing. Listen, what the?
What would be the point of bringing?
Right. What? Clearly, there's a place. We got a goddamn understanding that it's Jews in America.
Exactly.
People that speak Hebrew in America. Because let me read it again. It says Christopher Columbus did bring a Jewish interpreter. Christopher Columbus did bring a Jewish interpreter. What is a Jewish interpreter? That's the one that speaks Hebrew. Named Luis de Torres, formerly Yosef ben Halevi Havari, on his 1492 voyage to the Americas, period. As a fluent speaker of Hebrew.
So like that's
He needed somebody. Go ahead, sorry.
No. I was say that's exactly like what you had said before. The cunning hunter, one that's actually actively hunting, he gonna bring the proper tools he needs in order
Exactly.
to be able to hunt specifically what he's looking to hunt.
That nigga knew exactly what he was trying to build.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga he already had a blueprint.
That's a cut. That's them telling on themselves
Yeah.
right there.
Cause though you saying that, fine, you can have that. Stop arguing every point.
Right.
It don't. That shit becomes irrelevant because we trying to figure out and prove simply that clearly the Israelites were here and y'all knew it.
Yeah.
Now, how could you have discovered it if you came to America
With a damn interpreter.
already expecting people to be here with speaking Hebrew?
You find something and you brought somebody to speak to people.
Now, what happened to these people that was here that used to speak Hebrew? Where the fuck they go?
Right.
You want to know what? Can somebody look up was Christopher Columbus conquistador? Spanish?
Yeah, mine's still on.
How the fuck I don't know? No. What? Can somebody look keeps it? No, they do. You good?
Mine was just showing it was fine, and then now it just jumped to saying it's all fine. Like literally just 2 seconds ago, it was showing it.
Literally, as you just said that time.
I say you still alive.
Keep saying it. It's like what keeps it.
So it ain't with us.
They ain't going on. They messing with it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about.
That's real.
Who doing this, bro?
He said what?
Cristobal Colon.
We just went, man.
Look, we still on? That's live. That's current.
I'm just saying, these are our screens different.
And now your screen off.
Like the sound like that.
It don't matter. We already know. We know. Y'all not surprised. We already know, man. You know, we just gotta. This is why we going into the further remember. You see what I'm saying? And believe, cause they know. They been knew. They dead bodies out loud in the street. Of, you know, the great city. But then the spirit gonna come upon them. They gonna stand on their feet. They be like, wait, who are? You ain't discovered no damn America. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I looked up, was Christopher Columbus a Spanish conquistador? And it says, Christopher Columbus was an explorer and navigator whose voyages...
Pause. Did he speak Spanish? Who got it?
Con.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Bring that one up.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Con. It says yes. Crystal.
See? That's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just gotta hear it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we good. All right. I respect you, but, you know, we don't need it.
Right.
Just screenshot it. It don't even matter. Go ahead. What it say?
It says yes. Christopher Columbus, Cristobal Colon, spoke and wrote in Spanish fluently.
So how the fuck wasn't he a part of the Spanish conquistador?
Exactly.
Regardless if you would call him a conquistador, guess what? He spoke Spanish. You see what I'm saying? And he knew that it was people in America that spoke Hebrew. Where those people go? Because he brought a guy that spoke fluent Hebrew with him to the Americas on his voyage of 1492. Named Luis de Torres, who I believe was a J. All right? So, with that being proven now, where the hell do people go?
Right.
They went to speak in that language he came with.
Yeah.
See? Spanish. See?
Yeah.
Because he went back, like, yeah, they here, gave the drop, and then the killer, he gave the drop up,
Right.
and then the drop out, and then them niggas came over here and conquered Jake. That's what happened. They came, conquered, going back to what? 100.
That's what we're going to say. So like, it's it because it don't
Skip all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
but it inadvertently say he's still a
Yeah,
conquistador.
I'm just saying.
Current. It says, where I can start? It says, whereas Christopher Columbus established the initial Spanish presence and governorship in the Caribbean after his...
See, and governorship. What does governorship mean? Is that saying they took over?
I got it.
That's what it's saying. Come on.
It says, for governorship, it says the office or position of being the elected executive head of a state.
What the fuck are like these niggas?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? They took it. And then he said they, you know, well, they want me to be president. Insane. You got it.
Yeah, crying. Yeah, continuing here, back in it, it says, Columbus established the initial Spanish presence and governorship in the Caribbean after his his 1492, so like landing, setting the stage for the Spanish conquistadors.
And he gave it a drop, like, brought the killers in, and they laid it down.
Cause
it was an onslaught.
Because it go on to say that he wasn't a typical conquistador, only because he the one that basically laid the, you know what I'm saying, laid the floor for him.
Let's get it. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 13. All right, you brought that out sometime.
What verse?
Jump to like late, super late, like the 60s.
They go to 13 or 58.
50, yeah, probably like 48.
You forgot Arsareth.
Start at verse 40.
Their own land in the time of Hosea.
So basically, this is talking about your house shall come back to regather. He gonna refine the northern kingdom that was missing and wasn't on the scene when he came to Jerusalem. Because remember, they was carried away captive during the Assyrian captivity that took place probably over 500 years before he was born. You know, go ahead. Definitely over 500. Go ahead.
Which were, it says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried
You
away.
got the mic?
Yeah, you got it.
Good.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanazar the king of
Sorry,
Assyria.
that fact, so to prove that, start at 37. Local shot.
2nd Ezra 13 verse 37.
Listen closer.
And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations.
So read that. Then this my son. Who is it talking about? Yahushua. He's gonna what? Rebuke the inventions of these countries that's been set up. These ethnicities, these current rulers. All right, this regime. Yahweh Shah, the son, who people call Jesus. Go ahead.
which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest.
Come on.
And
So,
shall lay.
yeah, because they was wicked, they gonna get destroyed when he get here. Because the stuff they set up was wicked. They gonna get zapped by those laser beams, that tempest. See? Come on.
Says
37.
38.
Yeah,
verse
it's like-
38, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented,
Mm-hmm.
which are like unto a flame.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna basically have them condemned in their mind because they're in realization of what they did to where he's destroying them. And then they're gonna see their destruction by hence the chariots being like in a horrible presentation to them. It's fire coming out of them and shit, and they're like, oh, I'm about to die. So they're in their moment of death, they're in their day of death, and they're seeing that. That's what that's talking about. Right? And the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame. See? So the missiles gonna be zzz, not the missiles, the missiles too, but the fucking the laser beams on the chariots.
Right.
Go ahead.
And he shall destroy them without labor
See?
by the law
Without
which is
labor.
like unto me.
He ain't gonna do nothing. Them chariot beams,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And whereas
This is the book say. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is clear.
Go ahead.
says, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him,
See?
Oh.
And whereas he saw another peaceable multitude, so a bunch of people, he's seeing a whole other group of people. Right? Come on.
those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners.
So this is the northern kingdom that's been missing. It wasn't on the scene all those years. See? He found them. They were still around the whole time, obviously. Watch this. Go ahead.
Says those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
See? Which is why they wasn't, or hence they wasn't in Israel when the Lord came. All right? Go ahead. This is those sheep of another fold. It's not talking about you Gentiles, you natural Gentiles. This is the sheep of the other fold that he said he had. Go ahead.
In the time of Hosea the king,
Yup.
whom Salmanazar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
Go ahead.
And he carried them over the waters,
Mm-hmm.
and so came they into another land.
See? Go ahead.
But they took his counsel among themselves,
Uh-huh.
that they would leave the multitude of the heathen
Mm-hmm.
and go forth into a further country.
And go forth into a further country. Because when they went into captivity to Assyria, to the Assyrians, they went to Assyria. So they was in another country. But instead of just going back home or trying to go back home when it was over with, they was like, we just gonna get the fuck away from these heathens so we can just never go into captivity again. So Jake didn't have no plans of doing right. Because the only reason you went into captivity is because you wasn't doing right.
Right.
So they like, well, maybe if we just get away from the heathens, it ain't, and to where ain't no heathens around, we can never go into slavery again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Instead of just repenting, you got it.
And go forth into a further country.
So we gonna like let's get the fuck. You know what? What's that damn land? Because we used to
Right.
we used to come to America during Solomon's reign, which is where we got all the lumber and gold and things like that from. But go ahead. Because they said the men used to set out on the seas for years and be gone. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whenever mankind dwelt.
See? So they said they're going to go into another land, right? That's not amongst the heathen, another country where nobody ever dwelt. This is what happened to the Northern Kingdom Israelites. They went to a country nobody was ever living in. They went to a land nobody ever went. That's the Western Hemisphere, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's known as the Americas today. Go ahead.
It says, verse 42, that they might keep that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So this is so cold. So in other words, this supposedly was their plan for what they was gonna do, which don't make no sense because they didn't even do it in their own land. All right, go ahead.
And they enter into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river.
Yep.
For the Most High then shewed signs for them and held still the flood
Go ahead.
till they passed over.
Yep.
Till they were passed
So
over.
they made it through. They understood how to maneuver through the Euphrates and get into the water bodies of water. You see what I'm saying? To get here. Because we used to do it so many times and figured the routes out when we was doing it during Solomon's time. And that's another reason Esau bitch ass came here. Because he was like, oh, they went there because this is where they was getting all that shit. This nigga's getting all that shit.
It makes sense why that also makes sense why he brought a Hebrew translator with him.
Yeah, of course, because he like tell him,
Where's-
yeah, where the gold at?
where's
He's
the
like,
gold?
it's cool. Because he knew. He's like, is this the best? That he showed it got here, you know what I'm saying, to the natives, the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and they showed them how to use the land and everything, man. They said when they pulled up on Jake, as you go further into it, when they pulled up on Jake, they couldn't believe how much gold these niggas had on them. Everybody was just draped in gold. And they weren't just wearing gold, they was wearing silver too. All right? Because the only tribes that really wear gold is the so-called Latin tribes. The North American tribes wear white. They don't wear that yellow shit.
Right.
All right? Go ahead.
2nd Esdras 13.
They look at it as like sickness. They say the silver is the god, is the jewelry of the heavens. All right? But to each his own. It's both God's precious metals. Go ahead, Heavenly Fathers. You got it?
2nd Esdras 13 and say 45. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of 1.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the same region is called Seir Saref.
See? That same reason it's called Arsaret. All right? And that's the America, man. All right? And everybody know that Kanye dropped a shoe some years back called Arsaret, a Yeezy. Go ahead.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again.
So it said they was gonna be there to that in that land where nobody was ever in until the last days. And the last days was over. Obviously, all the way to the point where Yahweh shall come back, because they will be on the scene. He will see them, he will find them. But he had already came over here. You see? He knew they was there already. Okay, so it says again, then dwelt there they until the latter time, meaning the last days. And now, when they shall begin to come, right? Meaning, when they about to come back, finally, permanently into the fold, that's when all this stuff gonna happen with Yahweh Shah. Because it's gonna be during the time Yahweh Shah, because it's gonna be during the time Yahweh Shah come back, because it's gonna be simply it's gonna be because of Yahweh Shah coming back. And his job was again to go gather the who? The lost sheep, man. Hence those fish. You see that? That this eagle been fucking hunting. And guess what? Them so-called white men, the Latin tribes, so-called Latino tribes, Latinas or whatever, Native American Indian tribes are those fishes. And guess what? The Southern Kingdom was too. So that's what they dealt with here first. Okay, so did you finish the Ezekiel?
I was a little more slack.
Okay, go ahead. And then,
Oh no, slacking.
that was it, right?
Yeah, no, that wasn't.
Okay, come on.
Yeah,
So
that was the point I should say.
yeah, we could just, let's get this one. So that's what happened, man. All right. So the Lord, he's revealed to us, and he had the Northern Kingdom tribes put up as a people under the code name of so-called Latinos and natives and indigenous people. The whole time they the Hebrew Israelites. You know, and it's heavy because he got them on reservations, reserved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first thing they should have gained is not, bro. So let's get this one, and then we're going to close it in that Genesis. This is get Deuteronomy 33 and 7.
Okay.
You didn't have nothing else, did you? That you didn't get?
Nah, I got everything. I'm on outside of that.
Job,
I'm on that
Job.
Job. Yeah, the Job 5. Yeah.
Enterprise.
You see, you got it more? The Deuteronomy.
Yeah, bring hold on. Get the yeah, let's get to the rest of the history. The Deuteronomy. Whoever want to get it.
Go ahead, Art.
You should bring out Deuteronomy, right?
33. Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Deuteronomy 33, verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear, Lord Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. And let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou an help to him from his enemies.
See? So read that on top again.
Come on. Deuteronomy 33 and 7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah.
Judah is the name of the southern kingdom. Just like Ephraim is the name of the northern kingdom. So Judah is the name put on, it's a tribe, but it's put on the name as a whole of the southern kingdom, hence the so-called Negroes and West Indians. You see? African Americans, blacks, Negroes, West Indians. That's Judah. All right, go ahead.
It says, Hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people.
See? Now that's what happened. Because when the Lord walked on the scene, who was on the scene? Judah.
Right.
That was it. Judah been Benjamin and Levi. Today known as blacks, Negroes, African Americans, West Indians. So when the Lord left, they were still left, but then they got kicked out the land. That was the plan out of this. Bring who?
It says, Bring him unto his people.
See? Bring Judah unto his people, bro. Who is his people? Bring them where? Bring them to where? From where? Bring them to America from, Israel, in the west coast of Africa, the coast of Africa. All right, the Gold Coast. All right? That's why when you look on the Negro land map, and that map was put together by Emmanuel Bowen, who was a map maker. You look on the left of it, it said on the Gold Coast, which is where they got us from, the so-called African Americans, it was the kingdom of Judah there. Or Wahida, if you would see it. Which that was like basically Igbo, he thought on it. It was Igbo for Judah. Or Yahweh. Right. Okay. Benin, that whole region. You know what I'm saying? The Gold Coast, the Ivory Gold Coast. So all the Judites was brought from there because those that didn't die during the sacking of Jerusalem fled into the coast of Africa. And you can read that in the book of Timbuktu where the slave markets was full of Negro slaves, man. Hebrew Israelites, actually. Because the Igbo go back to Ibo, which comes from the word Hebo. So it's an altering of what the Jakes was actually calling themselves by the white man. They were saying Hebos, because you could look up Negroes. You could look up a Negro for sale sign right now, and somebody put Hebos for sale. You see what I'm saying? And that goes back to the history of the Igbos. All right, who are Judites, Levites, Benjamites. You see what I'm saying? And he took it, and they started calling them Ibos. It went from Hebos to Ibos to today known as Igbos. So you would meet Jakes from West. What is it? Where them Jakes from? The Igbo tribe from Ghana. Is it Ghana? Hell no.
Nigeria.
There you go. Nigeria.
Yeah.
We're gonna title this class history. Where is that? Mali. We're gonna be like right here. Slave Coast, Great Benin, Coast. Where the fuck is shit? I don't think this the one that got it on. You didn't see it, did you? Yes. As you throw it on your phone, this ain't the one. You know, the one that it's a black and gray one. Yeah, Negro land map. I can find it. But anyway, so yeah, man. So you can read that one more time, Tajaba. Oh, sure.
Deuteronomy
You first got
33.
the scripture, Brandon. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 33:7. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou in help to him from his enemies.
Yep. So the southern kingdom. So that's how you had the so-called Negroes being brought to the Americas with the people who was already here. You see right there, the kingdom of Judah, or Wahida, the slave coast, which is right. This is the Negro land map. You know, hence the region that the Jews fled into, which we can get that in the scriptures. So the Jews of the actual Jews where Yahweh shall walk. You got it, yeah. We got the whole thing. The actual Jews when Yahweh shall walk, they had fled into the west coast of Africa, which makes sense because remember we walked from Africa, hence Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But niggas just think it's a game. And Yahweh, and they actually did what they prayed that was them playing our prophecy. All right, because Yahweh Shai said what? Let me get this one real quick. This is Matthew 24:16. It says, I'm gonna start at 15. When ye therefore, okay, this is talking about the holy place. All right, so when you see that abomination of desolation, which was played out as the sacking of Jerusalem in 70 AD, meaning 70 years after Yahushua died. This is him telling them this is going to happen. This is him telling this to us. He said, whoso readeth, let him understand. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, Daniel Allah, right, stand in the holy place, when they destroyed his temple again that was rededicated during the Maccabean time. Whoso read it, let him understand. But just the point, then let him which be in Judea flee into the mountains. See? They flee into the mountains. All right? And we go into that word mountains, it goes into like different lands or boundaries and plains. It says a lifting hill above itself. Let's jump down. It says mountain, in the Thayer's Greek lexicon, nearest the place spoken of. So basically, run to the place you can, the nearest place you can to completely get away from these people. That's why he said mountain. Because if you're in a fucking mountain, that's the idea is no one can reach you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's like that Ezekiel you read. He's gonna bring you down to the front of the mountains.
Yeah.
You know? And it says, it says, read on, to remove mountains, i.e. to accomplish most difficult.
Right, that's crazy.
To accomplish most difficult. So go to a place where it's hard for them to get you. He wasn't literally saying a fucking mountain. All right? So that was them playing that up. So let them which be in Judea, hence the Jews that's here, when they kick off, flee. Get that fuck wherever you can go. It can't be reached. But that's the easiest place you can get to. You see? They took their black asses, if you will, to where they could blend in and where the hell we can easily get to. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? The Lord says he's gonna put a difference between the Egyptians and the somebody get that real quick. You know? And the actual Israelites. So you can't blend in with actual Hamites or actual so-called Africans.
Yeah, this is Exodus 11:7. It says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
So there you go, man. So that's it, man. So we couldn't blend in, so that's why they got us. And so we learned then, Exodus 11 and 7 was real, man. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't a market full of Hamites. It was full of damn Negroes. Actually, Hebos. You could bring it up.
Yeah,
So when you go into that, that's why you'll find old slave signs that said Hebos and said, what do you think that's all about? Hebrews, man.
Hebrews.
But that goes back to the West Coast. You see?
Negro land, man.
With the legal land map breakdown, where it says Judites were basically at Southern Kingdom people who actually played out what Yahushua said to do. Luke 21 and 20 in the KJV. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is not. See? Which Daniel prophesied of. This was the plan out of what? The sacking of Jerusalem.
Right.
All right, the siege of Titus. See that? It says, then let them, it says, which are in Judea, flee into the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. So if you was in a whole nother country, don't bring your ass back to Israel, bro. Because this shit gonna go down. You gonna die. He told him. He confirmed what Daniel Allah said, Daniel. All right? So where do you think Jake went? That's where they went. This the history. So then, at a point in time comes where they start gathering the people from the west coast of Africa who was Hebrews. All right? Somebody look, let me get that real quick. It says where did most African slaves come from, right? Most enslaved Africans were taken from West Central Africa. And it says, and the West African coast, Gold Coast / Ghana, and Bight of Benin. West Central Africa alone accounted for nearly 40% of the enslaved population transported to the Americas. So they took their ass. It's all the scriptures.
Yeah.
They took our ass. They took our people from the west coast of Africa, put us on the ships, the ones they got from the west coast of Africa. Remember, we all didn't get to America from a fucking boat. You see what I'm saying? We was ruling Europe too, but they took the ones they got from there to the Americas. That was the plan out of what you read in Deuteronomy one more time, 33 and 37, and that's it. Crazy, bro. West Africa, this region included modern-day Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Bissau, Ghana, Benin, and Nigeria, provided a significant majority of those taken to the Americas, who were Hebrews. Go ahead.
Hebrews. Deuteronomy 33 and 7. And this is the blessing of Judah, and he said, hear Yahweh, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou in help to him from his enemies.
See? So we survived that shit. Let his hands be sufficient for him. Like, though they finna have this happen to him, because it's not telling you that he's gonna get brought to his people through a fucked up way. But that's how it happened. Read this. It says roughly 12.5 million Africans, quote unquote, were shipped across the Atlantic between 1500 and 1492. So right after the fucking Spanish Edomites did that to the Northern Kingdom, the 10 tribes, Ephraim, then they did that to us. But it happened to them as the British. You know, Amalek. A lot of those British was fucking just like today. Where are the Rothschilds and them from? Britain, London. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Europe. See? This all makes sense. And what is their primary language there?
English.
See?
So it's just updated.
Yeah.
The same shit. The whole time, we was being dealt with by the same hunter because we was the same people. Get Jeremiah 50 and 33. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and 33, it says, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
Who's the children of Israel? The children
The
of
northern
Israel
kingdom.
is the northern kingdom, a.k.a. Let me bring this one up. This is Jeremiah 7 and 14. I'm going to start at 15. It says, and I will cast you out. All right? And I will cast you out. Who's the Lord talking to? Judah. As I have cast out all of your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim, the children of Israel. All right, in the NLT, and I will send you out of my sight into exile. Who? Judites, Negroes, West Indians, black, so-called African Americans. And I will send you out into exile, into captivity, into slavery, to be under oppressors, out away from your homeland as well, out of the country. Just as I did your relatives, the people of Israel, the northern kingdom. And it played out by the same people. This devil's just been able to, he tried to act like, by him saying by him saying like, instead of him just saying, how I'm trying to say this, by him saying the Spanish did this to the natives and the British did this to the Negroes or whatever, it pretty much keeps you from seeing that he did all the fucking wickedness in the world.
All of it.
That he's clearly the fucking vagabond. How you do this to a whole nation of fucking... You know how many Israelites it is? You know how much fucking blood that is, my nigga?
Can't even count us.
That's why I said their blood... What's that? Revelation 22? You see what I'm saying? It's in there a few times. The blood, they drunk, man.
Drunk off the blood of the
Yeah. Get it. Don't just sit there and get it. Nobody don't know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep going though. You got it.
Yeah, kind of. Jeremiah chapter 50 and 33, it says, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh. It says, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
See? So that's a massive amount of people, man. They was oppressed together because Judah was brought. You know, hence, Negroes, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos was oppressed together. Right, with the so-called Latinos. So-called blacks, Negroes, West Indians was oppressed with the natives and the Native American Indians and the so-called Latinos. Why? Because they are Israel,
right,
and Judah. They was the ones who played it out.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Old time was by the same fucking person, because only one person, the same person, in other words, was said to be the one hunting their steps by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the Israelites themselves. They said this one motherfucker like an eagle hunting our steps. They searching for us everywhere we go, bro. They searched for us in the Americas and found us. They searched for us they clearly searched for us in the west coast of Africa and found us. They came to Israel.
Yeah, they came to when we was in Europe. Came and got us out of everywhere.
And they doing it today with the ice shit.
Mm-hmm. Keep us completely in check. That's their goal.
And he covered it up. He gave y'all Spanish, gave us English. That's what happened. It was his red ass the whole time. Go ahead. And then he switched it up because he don't speak Spanish no more.
Exactly.
So he don't make it seem like, because think about it, the white man known for America, right?
Yep.
So how can he speak Spanish? Because it'll remind you he took America. You right, that motherfucker is the conquistador.
Exactly.
So like if I can add, Spanish just goes back into Latin, which was Greeks and Romans were speaking. You know, they don't want to like let you know just outwardly that they the Romans and the Greeks.
Yeah.
The whole time
English is completely Latin.
Yeah.
So Latin language goes back to Latin. All the words go back to Latin.
So like, and that's the universal language that they use when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, creating science and shit, you know, across different countries and shit.
Latin.
mugs in different countries that speak different languages, they write it in Latin.
Latin.
Yeah, that way they can all, what's the word?
Understand.
Basically, yeah.
They're
Simply.
trying to cloak it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they done exposed it. So
right.
you should never create an AI. But we found this out before AI.
Right.
Yeah, people got to catch up. Lord already, put us on. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, let me finish this up. Yeah, Jeremiah 50:33, it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." It says, "And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." So yeah, it is showing and it said all that took them captives, but we know it's Esau.
Yeah.
You know? And it says they refuse to let them go. That's what we sitting there talking about. No matter where we go, no matter where we've been placed or displaced or, scattered to, they came and found us. You said you guys on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 17:6. And I saw the woman.
16.
Yeah, that's a good one. 16.
You said what?
16 and 6.
Yeah,
Revelation.
that's the good one. I'm back on. Got it?
Say Revelation 16:6. It says, "For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and now has given them blood to drink, for they are worthy."
Exactly. It was the day it's talking about America, man, and the people that came up off of it. This ain't the exact one, but it's a good one, a real good one. That's exactly that's just the tell-all. The whole people that was killed in America and took out in America, the great city, the horror, they was the saints the whole time. All right, so wouldn't you think the people that was here first, definitely be saints then? It ain't like the saints got here after everybody else, or when everybody else was getting here. If America's had mainly Israelite blood shed in it, why would you believe or understand clearly the people that was here first were Israelites then as well? You see? So our blood been shed here since the inception of America. As soon as Esau found blood,
I think that's what she was talking about.
yeah, it's simple. It's in Revelation. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. 18:24. Yep, that's exactly it.
You want me to start
You straight to the point.
Okay, kind of. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 24.
We didn't need it. The one you just called, this was a good one, but you got it.
Okay, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints."
See? And her was talking about what? America, land.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
It says, "And of all that were slain upon the earth."
Yeah, America responsible for a lot of death, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's basically that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have anything else. We was just reading.
That I was just reading.
Yep.
Should we finish?
Check this out.
Second Andrews.
It says roughly 12.5 million Africans were across. We down to second Andrews count. It says were shipped across the Atlantic between 1500 and the 1860s. So people were still getting shipped during the 1860s, the 1800s. It says with the vast majority going to Brazil and the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And what's going on now? They getting their ass whooped now. Okay. So yeah, that's basically the point, man. All right, so we can there was one I said was gonna end on the song, the Job 12.
5
Yeah.
12, yeah.
Yep.
Genesis.
And go ahead, Genesis. Job 5, man, that song. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 4:12. It says, "And when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth."
Start at 10.
Genesis 4:10. "And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
See? What did you Edomites done? What did y'all do, man? What did you so-called white people did? You know? What did y'all do? Go ahead. Because y'all came back. Y'all came, bro. 100%. Go ahead.
And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath
That's why y'all the race written to be eradicated, being the Edomites now. Because you're cursed from the earth. See? This is an NLT. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground. Go ahead. You gotta leave the circle of life, bro. You got it.
And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood.
It's a key scripture proving that Esau is Cain. He's cursed from the earth.
Right.
Go ahead.
To receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
So there you go, man. So you're going to be a goddamn criminal, man. And you're going to be all over the place trying to take over when you will come back as Esau, trying to like somehow offset prophecy or trying to somehow get a blessing for yourself. Even bless me, Father. And you would just realize, as he told you, your blessing going to be the sword.
Yep.
You see? So he will go out to a far degree to try to do this. You know? He would, in order for him to get on top and goddamn get out of the bottom standings. His ass had to shed a lot of blood, man. Okay, so let's get this real quick. I got a quick one. This is Psalms 58:2. It says, in wickedness ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. All right, so they understand how much they gonna have I'm gonna have to go here, go there, I'm gonna have to kill Long, I gotta get Jake from here. They lay it down. It's like blocks. Esau is the main gangster. We gotta take that block. You see, it says no in the NLT. You plot injustice. Cunning, crafty. That's what you was coming to the Americas do. You wasn't fucking coming to make a safe haven for Spanish Jews. Yeah, the fake Joes, the so-called Joes.
Right.
You see? But it says, now, no, you plot injustice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land. That's that fugitive and the vagabond in the earth. He can't keep at home. And he the one that committed all the fucking crimes and atrocities and heaped unto himself all people, man. And he's as hell, and he can never have enough. He's never fucking satisfied, bro. He loved blood, so now blood pursuing him. Now he being exposed. All right, so that's pretty much it on that. Let's get those last two y'all got. The Job 5. Or whoever had it.
I got the definition for it too. So
Job chapter 5:12, it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yeah. What's their enterprise, man? Go ahead. Psalm 124.
Yeah, kind of. It's the book of Psalms chapter 124:1. It says, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.
Yeah, so if Yahweh had not been on our side, we would have been out of there during the Greek captivity, the Syrian captivity. You see what I'm saying? Every conquest Esau punk ass and set out on. Right. Shit, it wouldn't even been no damn natives left in America. Left up to him. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, who was on our side when men rose up against us, then...
And who's the men? Real quick, Deuteronomy 28:48. Say that it. Not bad. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger.
Point 49. You can read through them. Go ahead.
It says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So this is going to talk to the Israelites. He said, you're going to go through this, and the one that's going to do this to you is going to be the one that put a yoke. It's going to be someone that put a yoke on your neck, an iron a yoke on your neck. Who did this?
Yeah.
This the white man in the Bible right here.
Yeah, completely.
The niggas act like it. We just fucking whoa. Cause these your only claim. Oh, the curses. Go ahead.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Too literal.
Go ahead.
Verse 49 is the point. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far,
This is fire. Listen to this.
from the end of the earth,
It's gonna tie it all back home.
as swift as the eagle flieth.
But this the point. That was the original point.
Right,
So the one that would come against the Israelites would be likened unto an eagle.
right.
That's the man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would be like the eagle, they would move like the eagle. That's the so-called white man. That's why he said he moved like the eagle. Because it's him. But
Spade to spade, man.
this the main point, no doubt. Now, though. Go ahead.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Lamentations 4, but go ahead.
A nation whose tongue thou
Whose
shalt.
what?
Whose tongue.
Meaning what?
Language.
Read that in NLT.
Yep. It says, it is a nation whose tongue, so like whose language,
Who's what?
whose language.
One more time.
It says, it is a nation whose language
See?
you do not understand.
This is AI overview. Cristobal Columbus bring a Hebrew interpreter. Cristobal Columbus did bring a Jewish interpreter named Luis de Torres formerly. He brought it to you. He brought it to you. He came from a whole nother end of the earth to you. That's the curse.
Yeah.
It says, formerly Yosef ben Levi Havari, on his 1492 voyage to the Americas as a fluent speaker of Hebrew. See?
Man. Who was you going to go see, you saw?
But the point is, it says key details about Luis de Torres. Languages. He was chosen for his proficiency in Hebrew, Chaldaic, Arabic, and among others. But the number one is for his Hebrew. But the point is, because this person that came to you, Cristobal Colon, was of that nation whose language you wouldn't have understood. So he had to bring a Hebrew translator with him. He's of that race that compared himself as to an eagle that's fly swift.
Yeah.
And that was said to come from a whole other part of the earth to where you was at. It's the Lord said you gonna be where you at, and these people gonna come to you from read it from the top, 49.
Come. Deuteronomy 28:49 in the NLT. Come. In the KJV it says the
No, NLT.
Oh,
Perfect.
Select.
Mm-hmm.
It says the Lord will bring a distant nation against you from the end of the earth.
So that means you will be where?
Right, yeah.
What the fuck would you be?
Exactly.
If it's on the end of, you will be on the other end.
Exactly. Yep.
See? Go ahead.
Yeah. It says the Lord will bring a distant nation against you from the end of the earth, and it will swoop down onto you like a vulture. It says, it is a nation whose language you do not understand.
See? So that's why he brought a fucking Hebrew translator with him. See? So when they will come to you, you will be speaking one language and they will be speaking another one. They themselves. That's why he wasn't the one to talk to them.
Translator.
But it played it out though.
Exactly.
See?
Completely.
So when they whooped our ass, they made us speak Spanish. Then they made us speak English, and that's the point. Okay? But now it wasn't the Lord's role. It wasn't his damn. It's like it wasn't his will for this to just be our outcome. So that's why we back understanding Hebrew's a bastard language, and Hebrew's the heavens, the language of the heavens.
English is the best language.
I said Hebrew.
Yeah.
Satan said Hebrew. But anyway, goddamn, Hebrew is a other way around.
English is a bastard language, and Hebrew is a heavenly holy language.
Yeah, that's the language of the heavens.
Right. Go on.
All right, that was the one language.
Yeah.
All right, everybody was
Elisha Wankwadash.
just like there's one spirit, one God. You see, that was that one language. All right, and it's being turned back to us now. At least the understanding of it. You know, we don't want to speak this shit. All right. That's it, man. Okay. So,
Job.
yeah, kind of. So,
Psalm 24.
yeah.
Psalm chapter 124 and 1.
And we ended there.
If it had not been the Lord Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai who was on our side.
We just fell victim to all of this. The Lord of the Kingdom, the Son of the Kingdom. None of this information been coming out. We'd just be forever Americans and on our way to damn transhumanism. You know what I'm saying? Being chipped and shit. You got it.
Yes. It says when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us.
See? And who was that? That's talking about the devil. Same devil in the end revealed to be coming down having great wrath. That old devil, that same old nigga, man.
Exactly.
Red old serpent. That created a whole system, man. You see, when they violence in the earth, and that started with the international banking families. They funded all this shit. They the main ones that know who you are. That's why they change their names all the time. Rothschild literally mean red child.
Yep.
Okay? They know they the Edomites.
Exactly.
All right? So that means they know who you are. If the people running the earth know who they are, hence they know they Esau, that means they know who they brother Jacob.
Yep. If I can get something real quick.
But yet they say they Jacob, because they say they Jews.
Yeah.
You got it.
Obadiah chapter 1 and 1, it says the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord God concerning Edom. So simply to get that, to know that it's talking about Edom in the book of Obadiah. In verse 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. So these people know who they are.
Esau, it say Esau makes himself likened unto an eagle. Got it.
Yeah, that's the point. Simple and clear. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, we showed the dollar bill earlier. They tell them they know who they are. You know, it's within their pride to do so.
It's a lot. And how we was going on to mention that eagle being a hunting,
Yeah, bird of prey.
bird of prey, going for the hunt. So that being a further sign as it going to mention within the characteristics within the curse in Deuteronomy 28. He's looking to actively punch you, persecute you. You know, he in pursuit against you. It's your enemy.
If I got that Job.
Yeah, kind of.
Job chapter 5 and 12, it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Well,
And I got that definition for
enterprise is it's been all this crap. It was all thought out. Well, what does enterprise mean? You got it?
Yeah, kind. This is enterprise in the Google, and I also got the etymology for it too. But it says, let me turn it up real quick.
Enterprise.
It says a project or undertaking, typically one that is difficult or requires effort. And then the synonyms here, right? It says a venture, a pursuit. It says an exploit.
See, a pursuit, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord disappointed they pursuits. Their main pursuits been world domination and getting to the top, man. Okay, and breaking the chains of Jake and making us to forget who we are and destroying us. You see what I'm saying? Swallowing us, basically genocide. All right. No matter where the hell we at, he gonna kill his brother Jacob.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And in the etymology for enterprise, it says an undertaking. It says stemming from prendre, which means to take, right? To catch hold of, to seize.
So it's to seize, to capture, and to enslave. That was they disappointed, they're capturing, they're taking, they're seizing, their pursuits, they're pursuing of us. You see what I'm saying? He's disappointed in it. Because we are aware that you hunting us now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on a further level. You know? So that's basically the point. So with that, call Allah.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakabadash.
Alright, Lord, when you got some out of this, you know, just a quick history to various topics. So next time we say, Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom. Shalom.